There. How's that? Sorry.
Yeah.
My settings didn't save. My bad. Alright, so what I was saying was that I kind of took a look at Jared Tebow and Jared Wiggins' setups for this car and kind of compared them. And they're very similar, except Wiggins is usually doing his front kingpin thing, which I don't have on this car. But anyways, the rest of it was pretty similar, and there was just a little bit of changes to be made between the two of them. And so that's what I'm going to do tonight. And then tomorrow, it's Family Friday Off-Road. Going to go race it and see if I like the changes. And if I do, then kind of sets me up pretty good for the first round of the Techno Winter Series, which I wasn't going to race, but it's E-Buggy. I'll be all right. All I got to really do is just sort of make sure I don't break, because that's always the worst. So if you guys are in the chat, you want to talk about something or whatever, you know, let's have at it. And while I'm looking up the setups here, we can kind of go back and forth. Emerson's going to be racing Mini Truggy.
This weekend?
No, next Saturday for the Techno Series. Unless you don't want to.
No, I'd love to.
Okay. All right. We just got to... He blew up a speed controller. So we got to get that figured out.
I didn't blow it up. It just stopped working. I think the no capacitor thing kind of messed it up.
Yeah, I know. He says he didn't blow it up, but...
I didn't.
He blew it up. It's fine. It is what it is.
People on the driver's stand when it happened, no.
Yeah. Anyways, we got to replace the speed controller in his Truggy, which if I get done quick enough with this, we could actually try to do that tonight. Let me see if I can find... I had these printed off, and then they... did I bring those home? Are they in the truck, or are they in the upstairs?
What?
I printed off two setup sheets so I could compare them side by side.
How am I supposed to know?
All right, fine. EB48 2.0 setup.
You look at this nice beefy paragraph.
Let's see. John, we're racing tomorrow. Family Friday Off-Road tomorrow. Family Friday Off-Road. Definitely racing tomorrow. We didn't race last week because we had nobody to run the races. So, but we're definitely racing tomorrow. Trevor's going to be at the helm, and I get to race. So,
Look at that nice beefy
nice.
paragraph.
Steve RC. So the deal on the Roar stuff is that your administrator has been sick, and so everything's been really slow. Like, we haven't even gotten our packet, and we got ourselves back signed up with Roar, I think, in July. So, yeah, kind of lame. But gosh, I'm trying to find this. Oh, Emerson, are you racing tomorrow night? You don't have any... If we don't get his car fixed, he won't, so... There we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm really hoping that that I get I even forgot what I was trying to say. I don't know. I'm out of it. I've had a real problem thinking of, like, recalling stuff today. It's been really bad. Not really sure
You're forgetting Alzheimer's.
what that is. I'm getting like early onset Alzheimer's. I'm getting whatever Joe Biden has. I don't know. What's up? What? Where am I? Who? Where?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Ice cream. Ugh. Dude, this car was pretty good the other 2 weeks ago. And just missing something. I haven't figured it out yet. What I think I'm missing, I guess. But it's close. Oh. Okay. That's the same, so that's good. So, yeah.
This sucks.
Emerson's doing homework.
I hate writing papers about stuff I don't care about.
That's what I was doing. So my my roll center height on my hub is fine, but I believe my inserts might be different. I saw one that was very different. Nope, those are the same too. Weird. Okay. Could have sworn mine was really, really different. Put this back together. I have been working on my Schumacher with the full intention of racing it on Saturday, but it's going to be really close if I'm going to have it done or not. I've actually been doing a video on the build, so that's why it's taken me a little bit longer to get it done. So, but I got the car itself complete. Now I just got to put the electronics in it and finish. I'm on bag E, and I think that's the last bag. So, very interesting, very different, a very different car as far as the build goes. Very, very European. I'm gonna glue up some ellipses tomorrow, and that's gonna be really good. Because I know they work. So, and get that and put this back on. And I already did the front last week. I had the Ackerman was totally different from what they were running. Of course, we did the shocks on the last After Hours show. And maybe the rear pills might be different. Yeah, they are. So I'm going to try that too. I think that was the last thing I really needed to change, which is why I got that. Does the Plex have golds in stock for E-Buggy? We did. Now we don't. We got into a whole bunch. We sold so I got in 30 pairs from J Concepts, and then we got like 15 pairs off back order, and you guys have already bought us out. So, yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, it's hard to keep that stuff in that everybody wants, you know? It's kind of the part of the deal in our world right now where nothing is easy, you know? To be honest with you, I think I ordered enough for me and him to race our 8-scale buggies with, and then I don't think we're gonna do the first round with the nitro car. But I'll definitely have the nitro buggy ready for December. Tires are just like unfortunately, it's the consumable, you know. Unfortunately, with any kind of racing, I guess. Why am I doing that? We have what are called consumables, you know, like shock oil and tires, wings, stuff that's just constantly breaking or that has to be replaced, and tires are 90% of it, it seems like. So it's part of the deal. Sounds like the first round of the Techno Series, we're going to have a buttload of people there. So it's going to get ready for a long day. Been looking at the weather. The 10-day forecast has it in the upper 40s, which is honestly a little cold for our first round. Usually I like to put that first round in the first week in November because it's typically not that cold, and it's going to be brisk, very brisk. Brisk. Oh, and Jackson, I decided I'm not going to go to that that race in Texas. I just don't think I can afford it. I think by that time, like, our gas is going to be crazy. Like, yeah, I just don't think that it's going to be something I have to do. So, what did I miss? What about Truggy? Cody, if you're asking for Truggy, right now we are out. We have silvers, but no golds. Kind of the same old story that it has been. Just tires are just a hard thing to come by right now. Why is this being so difficult? So,
dude, I can drive you around in here now. Isn't that awesome?
yeah.
That's not too happy.
Yeah, I actually pulled myself out of RC sign up so they didn't have to try to get a hold of me or kick me off or whatever. I wanted to go, but I started thinking about it, and the problem is, you know, it's just like everything else when you're an adult. It's not just the trip itself, but also it's, you know, 4 days off of work. So I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. Plus, I can't miss any more carpet days, because if I don't make it this weekend, then I am toast. So I have to make sure that that I make the rest of the rounds.
Kitty. Kitty. Kitty.
God, this is pissing me off. Why is this not coming out?
Kitty, kitty. Where are you going?
You guys are like watching me fiddle around with my car instead of knowing what I'm
Why are
doing.
you so mad?
But it's like stuck in there. She's got a temper, dude. She does not like being held. My cat does not like being held. She hates it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She hates it.
I hope PETA doesn't find that video.
She doesn't mind me holding her, by the way, for the
She
most
hates
part.
me holding him.
Yeah, she does not like you holding her at all. It's really funny. It's like very, very funny. Come on already. Get off of there. Why is that so difficult? There we go. Good lord. Maybe that's why it was like filled with mud. Where's my... So Emerson's staying up doing homework apparently, so...
Let's do it 12 so 2 hours.
Wait, it's due at midnight?
Yeah.
And you're just doing it now?
Yeah, I work better under pressure.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Wow. It actually is kind of... That's probably why it wasn't coming off. It's like stuck by mud.
We have an hour and 30 minutes now.
That's crazy. Come on, get off of there. Yeah, unfortunately, RC is just never going to be really that cheap. But it's kind of funny when I, there we go. When I talk to guys who race like real cars and they do this in the wintertime or whatever on the side just as something to do, they're always like, oh man, that's nothing. And that's a pair of tires for this is nothing for a pair of tires that we get. And I'm always like, yeah, great. That's probably the hacky way to clean it. Oh man. I have another build that I'm going to be doing, and it's got myself this today. Super happy and excited, and I'm all like a look at it, sealed. It's got the Vanquish seal still. So it's a new crawler. It's gonna be great. I sold my my Axial 3 for it, so it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do a build series on that too. So once I get done with my Schumacher and edit all that together and get it out there, I'm gonna start on that one. And got a lot to do. And I still haven't built my regulator chassis for my Clodbuster from J Concepts. I wanted to do that one as well at some point, and have yet to get around to it. So I'm like way behind on stuff that I've wanted to try out. Connor, yeah, my carpet car is my carpet car is almost done. I'll show you guys here in a minute. Let me get these pills out here, the correct pills. Let's see. But yeah, I'm hoping that I have it for Saturday. I'm going to be really bummed out if I don't have it for Saturday. Because I want to race Saturday. I'm gonna put together a pretty good track on Saturday actually, and should be really, really fun. And I'll try to get a sneak peek video of that done tomorrow.
Is it too big of a paragraph?
There's never too big of a paragraph if you don't think it's too big of a paragraph. But yeah, I'm gonna try to not have a jump right next to the straightaway so we don't have any straightaway carnage. I heard last week there was a little bit of straightaway carnage, so we're gonna see what we can come up with. I should take this whole thing apart. This car is filthy. But, you know, that's not really my strong suit in life.
Look at her. She's just peeking over.
Okay.
What are you doing?
That's going there. Then this one. I did order the new front spindles with the adjustable arm. Not adjustable, but you know what I mean. So those will be here in time for next week's Techno series. For all of you Techno buggy guys out there. Okay. And so I had the same thing. I tried to do with the E-Buggy the same thing I did with my mini truggy. So my standard setup on our mini truggy is 30 weight shock oil, green springs all the way around, and then 3 degrees of tow, 1 degree of anti-squat with the low roll center in the back. And I kind of thought that I could transfer that idea over to this car. So I originally had, well, for the last, basically for the entire summer, I've been running 3 degrees of tow in with 1 degree of anti-squat. And I'm just looking at the blocks that they have, and they've got 1 degree. Oh no, it's not 1 degree. He's got the double dots, and then the 1 dot down in the front, which I'll have to look and see exactly what that is, but basically I'm just going to copy it. So yeah, we'll see what it does tomorrow night. Let's see. Jimmy Peters, hello. New here. I am from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm manager and race director at the Hobbytown HobbyPlex in Omaha, Nebraska, and we run a off-road, big dirt off-road track and a nice carpet off-road track, and we do a rock crawling course as well at the Plex. What else do we do? We do carpet on-road, and we do a little bit of it all. That's why we named our place the Plex way back in 2004. The HobbyPlex. Often duplicated. Or is it, how is it? Often, not often, but often enough.
Too often.
Yeah, too often.
She does not like me.
Yeah, she doesn't like you, dude. Just get over it.
How do you write a clencher? I did a nice one for my last paragraph, but I don't want to redo it.
What are you asking?
How do I write a clencher for the end of my paragraph, to lead into the next paragraph?
Say that again.
Clincher.
A clincher?
Yeah. Where's it at?
A clincher. How do you write a clincher? Oh.
You were a wrong person.
Yeah, but we never called anything a clincher.
Like the
Are you trying to
finishing sentence?
Are you
for a
trying to
paragraph.
persuade somebody?
No.
Are you trying to?
It's just a finishing sentence of a paragraph.
Well, usually you can wrap up. You can wrap up your. You can wrap up what you're trying to say by kind of rephrasing your intro.
Really?
Not using the same words, but basically saying the same thing in a different way. That seems like, why is this so difficult to get in there? To me that seems like what she's trying to get you to do.
There you go.
How long are the mains for Sportsman E-Buggy? Connor, they are 10 minutes. So, A mains. So your, all your lower mains, you know, I've been asked in the past to do longer lower mains for E-Buggy, and if we were only getting, say, 120 entries or so, I probably would be okay with that. But when we get these big turnouts for the Techno Series for like next weekend, I think we're going to have a pretty substantial turnout. I just can't justify it. So all the lower mains for electric will be 5 minutes, and the A main will be 10. The Truggy main is going to be 8. I've even been thinking about making that 7. And the gas truck main will only be 15. The nitro mains, all the lower mains are 10. I've actually been thinking about making those 8. So I don't know. We're trying to find some time somewhere to make it so it's not so long without cutting into everybody's track time. Then again, you guys are only paying $20 for your first entry, so it's not like it's a $50 or $60 race. Okay, I officially have the Jared Tebow / Jared Wiggins set up on this, mostly Jared Tebow stuff. So for now, look at that. I love this car. For now, that's what I'm going to do. I'll glue up tires tomorrow, break them in, and get ourselves ready to go for next Saturday. Okay. Let's take a look at Emerson's truck. Let me put this back behind me here. Here's that Schumacher I got, and oh man, so there you go. I am close to being done. It really is a nice car. I gotta say too that the shocks, the Schumacher shocks, man. I don't know if it's just the fact that they're barrel springs or whatnot, but man, I'm excited to get that done so I can go drive it. Let's see. Jimmy Peters, how big is your track and what's your web address? The web address is HobbyPlexRaceway.com. It's not very up to date. We don't really do a lot on there. Pretty much everything that we've done anymore is on Facebook. It's just easier. You can search HobbyPlex Omaha and it'll come up. And then we also have a whole bunch of race pages. The dirt track is 150 by 75. And you can do yourself a favor. If you want to see some good video, just go through my playlists from this summer. We've got the Team Associated Summer Series, 110 scale, and then before that, a whole bunch of Techno Series races from last year. That's kind of what we're talking about. I'm getting ready for with E-Buggy racing, so should be really good. I know Jackson just said that J Concepts just released a body for mine. I know I'm going to order one because I'm not a huge fan of the Schumacher body. It's kind of goofy. That S2 body is pretty awesome on just about everything. Riley Filbert doesn't have a car yet, and he's not talking about RC car. His other car blew up. So he's waiting, his real car blew up, so he's waiting on real car parts so that he can actually drive around again. Sorry. I'm waiting patiently for my Nissan to blow up one of these days. I don't think it's gonna, but you never know. So,
how many miles do you have on your truck?
I have 85,000 miles on my truck. It's not bad. Look, One of the main reasons why I got a Nissan Frontier is because if it's good enough for ISIS, like if ISIS can drive it around with like 200,000 miles getting shot at with a 50 cal in the back, like it should be fine for just a fat white kid in Nebraska. So,
Dude, I've seen trucks on Marketplace with like 500,000 miles.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And it's like just a little, like,
it
little
should be
Ford
fine.
Ranger.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Susan, see right there. Susan Stellish says she's got 195,000 miles. John Haas drove his 2011 Pathfinder to 159K. So yeah, so I got another. If I'm going the rate I'm going, like 7 years. Although I will say that my truck will be paid off next April, and when that happens, I'm gonna buy a scooter, and I'm not gonna drive my truck near as much in the summertime. So I bought a scooter this year, and the story went that the day after I bought it, it stopped working, and it was a old enough scooter where they stopped making parts for it, and so the dealership just took it back, and I told them that keep me in mind if something else comes around for the same price, but I'm going to I'm going to buy just a straight up new one after I get my truck paid off, because I don't want, two forms of car payments.
Get a real bike.
John Haas says it's a Nissan Dupe maintenance and you're good. Well, I'm not saying that I haven't changed this oil, but I don't know. I mean, I try. I do. I at least get the oil changed. All right, let's get Emerson's Truggy out. Let's see if we can pull that speed controller out of there. Oh man, speaking of maintenance, my goodness, dude.
That truck is.
It is sweet, but man, you beat the crap out of this thing.
No, not.
So I want to show you guys his tires.
You do not throw those tires away. Those are hooked up.
So this is crazy. What is that? This is. I don't know if you guys can get that on camera very well. See what it looks like. Okay. Look at this. This is my kid's tires, and he loves them this way. Especially the rear. Look at the rear. And he goes actually pretty fast with them that way, so whatever. All right, let's get this thing. So we had plugged our Hobbywing XR10 Pro in backwards, and it popped the cap a while back, and then we've just been running it because it still worked. And last Friday, you could turn this on, and the light would come on for a second, and then it would just quit. So we had nothing. So I'm going to have to send this into Hobbywing. And I actually have another one that also got plugged in backwards. And the cap did what it was supposed to do. But that one actually has this weird delay when you get on the throttle now, which it didn't have before. And so I'm going to send that one in as well. So, man... Yeah, this kind of blows. I hate blowing up electronics that are expensive. So, package here from Francisco. Hang on one second. Package question, not package. package. Why did I say package?
I'm tired too.
Oh. Which wheel and tire package? Oh, that's why I said package. Would you recommend for speed runs on a Creighton V5 6S? So, let's see who makes those. There's oh man, what's that company that makes? There's a couple. Power Hobby makes a really hard belted tire that won't expand on you. But my only gripe about that tire is that because it's so hard, it doesn't have a whole lot of grip. I think probably one of the better tires for what you want to do, because you want belted, right? Is actually those Duratrax tires. So like the let me see if I can find it. They're belted like Bandito tire for the Creighton.
You're almost done.
Let me see if I can find it for you. Duratrax Creighton 6S.
Dude, this was a nice bait caster for $40.
Where is it at? Okay, so they've got the 6-pack belted tires, the Vindicator. No, that's not them. The 6-pack, the Duratrax 6-pack. So they're a little bit, they're like a little bit cushier than these like Power Hobby ones that we carry, but because they're cushier, they still don't expand, but they have better grip. They have better traction, so you can actually go straight. Otherwise, Proline has some really good ones too. Yeah. But that's what I think. Plus, they're pretty good value. They're like $10 or $20 cheaper than Proline tires, and they're like $10 cheaper than some of the other off-brand ones that are out there. Cody Gupke says his 94 Cherokee had 318,000 miles on it. That's awesome. Rob the Mouth Millen's on here. Hello. Sorry for the late start again, you all, but I said y'all. It's late.
Exactly 1 hour.
Emerson, is that a baitcaster reel?
Yeah.
Which one is this?
It's a Quantum something. Same as your ultralight.
It's a Quantum.
$40 for baitcaster.
Right. But don't you have another one that's better than this one?
I have a nice one. My other one...
So this is a Quantum, but his other one is... Hey, you gotta get your homework done by midnight. Yeah. It's like an hour. Jimmy Peters is from KC? Dude. Should try to come up here sometime. I go down to Fastlane every once in a while. I was gonna go this year, but the regionals got rained out. Man, we need to change out these front ball cups on here. This truck needs a lot of maintenance. Like, this truck deserves its own after-hours show. Maybe that's what we'll do next week. Is get that done.
Is a Abu Garcia Silver Max.
Abu Garcia Silver Max.
Lipless crankbait.
What rod is it?
Just the Shields. I think it's medium.
Shields brand.
It's nice though.
Yeah. I got a we kind of bought some new fishing equipment for several reasons.
My other grip is on his ultra.
One of them is that I smacked him in the side with one of my poles and it broke. So that was my fault. And so I needed to get a new one. Which I was pretty bummed out because the rod I smacked him with was Berkeley. Oh well. But Shields had a pretty good. Shields has been like the only place in town, it seems like, that has stuff in stock that's any good. Like Canfield's, not Canfield's. Cabela's. Cabela's didn't have like.
It was better. I went there.
Was it better?
I went
Dude,
there for.
We went there like 2 months ago, and Cabela's had nothing in stock.
I went there for line.
Crazy.
I went there for line, and they were a little bit better, but
Really?
they were still missing.
Shields at least has had stuff in stock. So, dude, this truck needs its own night. We're gonna replace the ball cups, and we should redo the oils, and probably check all the bearings and stuff before we go rate. Look at that. You've got like 3 bent rod ends. We definitely need to just give this truck its own maintenance night. I think that's what we'll do next week, because my 8 scale should be ready to go, and we're not racing nitro, so I don't have to worry about that. Whew, man. What's your thoughts about messing around with some fiberglass and redo some jumps? I actually should be able to finish up a jump, I hope tomorrow, a landing. I took apart one of the big things on Tuesday. I've slowly been working on getting us some better landings for the carpet track. So, yeah, I mean, if we can come up with something where it's easy to move and doesn't leave a mess, and then I'm all for it. But I have been working on stuff. Tuesday I got half of a jump. So we do them in 4-foot sections. And I flat out ran out of energy. So I came home and did that. But if I get done at a reasonable time tomorrow, setting up the carpet track, then I might give tearing that thing down apart. Otherwise it's going to be another week or two. So it's just not enough time in a day. And I wanted to get down there today, and that was impossible because we had so much stuff to do upstairs. So, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been covering the carpet jumps we have with the actual carpet squares, trying to get the track a little bit cleaner of a look, not have to drag out so much of that old gray stuff all the time. So. We're getting there. We are getting there. Peter says, what about going up the wall thingy? So, my thought on a wall ride is that it's such a cliche for carpet tracks now.
It was nice on the dirt.
That it makes us different by not having one, if that makes any sense. Plus, it'd be really hard for us to do because we have to tear everything down all the time. But the fact that we don't have a wall ride, in my opinion, differentiates us from all those other carpet tracks out there that do. I saw one that was really neat. It went the entire span of one side of the track, so they could go up and down multiple times. I think A-Main had something like that too on their carpet track. I'd like to do that, but again, our problem is that we have to tear everything down after we're done on Saturdays. So it's not something that's permanent. So everything that we have has to be able to get picked up and moved quickly, which means it's also got to be a little bit lighter. So. And the other part of that too is lumber is so freaking crazy down here as far as price goes that it's kind of not worth it, I think, right now. I've been reusing a lot of our stuff, so trying to save us money on what I can. It's just been kind of tough. Because some stuff you have to have new because it gets so beat up. Lance asked what time you're working on the track. So hopefully, I should be at the track around 10. Because it normally takes me about 3 to 4 hours to put a track down. So I'm scheduled at 2 in the store. So if I can get the track up by 2 o'clock, then that means that there won't be much to do at 8 o'clock. So I can actually just race and not worry about it. Anson says that he'll have to try the carpet track out, but he's got to keep his buggy from breaking on the dirt every 5 minutes. Carpet's fun. I'm getting kind of antsy. I want to get my Schumacher finished so I can go. Carpet is fun for a little while. I'm still a dirt guy, but I think that the fact that we race dirt on Friday nights in the wintertime, actually all year long, but especially in the wintertime, you get those guys that don't race carpet or don't want to race carpet that come out on Fridays, so it kind of fills up Friday a little bit, and then it turns kind of more into running your 8 scale or your mini truggy on Fridays, so it's like it's a fun vibe, and it kind of keeps you rolling because I'm not worried about 2-wheel drive for the dirt. You know, I spent the entire summer focusing in on that. So yeah. So it's 11 o'clock. That's all I had to do tonight, really, was just mess with my 8 scale a little bit. And there's a lot to do here. So I think we're going to give it its own full going through next time. Plus, we need to get the air compressor out. This thing is filthy. Wow. Like, really filthy. So, yeah, those of you guys that want to help with the carpet track, you know, don't feel bad if you can't, because we've built everything so that I can get everything down and moved most of the time just by myself. Everything's light enough now where it's not a big deal. 3 years ago, with Jeff Pavel, he built everything, and he did a great job of building everything to make it so that if you wanted to, you could walk on it. But everything was really, really heavy, and I definitely needed at least 2 people to help me move stuff. But now that everything's a little bit lighter, and we all know that we're not supposed to walk on the jumps and everything, we can get everything put down pretty easily if I have to by myself. So don't sweat it at all. Let's see. Oh man. So I have gotten the Techno 410, that the buggy, and this is for me or Emerson next year in the 13.5 class, and I think I'm going to get another one, and so we'll have 2. So we'll have he and I racing 13.5 4-wheel drive, and then I'm going to race 40 plus mod, and then he'll continue to race mini truggy if he wants to, or 4-wheel drive. You don't have to race 4-wheel drive, but I'm getting you one of these. That way we can race together again. It'll be fun. So this will be something I got this on a trade, and I'll have to go through it too at some point and get it ready. But I don't think we're going to be running this on the carpet at all. This will be a pure par for the dirt next year. So got another one. Yeah, it's 1/10 scale, Steve. It never ends. It just when you think that you've gotten everything you wanted, then you find something that you don't have and you want it too. So add that to the pile. Okay, I'm done. That's all I had for tonight. So I'm tired. I had a long day. Had a lot of Thursday people in today. That's what I call them. If you're one of those Thursday people, I'm not talking about you. So, anyways. Yeah. I'm going to bail and go to bed because I'm exhausted. So. Oh, this is the one with my phone number. This is my transponder number.
What?
2469446. This is a 2-wire, a hybrid. That these were out before the 3-wire ones were, and you know, when you work at the hobby store and you get these in, you get first crack at them as to which ones you want. And when I was going through the numbers and I looked at this and I went, "What the heck?" Because back in like 2006, before we built this house, and we actually had a landline, our phone number was 402-246-9446. The same number as this transponder here. So I felt really, really special by getting this. And it still works, so that's always good. I can't leave this thing out, this transponder, because this cat that's at a screen likes to hunt things like this, and she'll take this and she'll take it upstairs and she'll go hide it.
Or crack bags.
Yeah, she likes crack bags for some reason. She really likes stuff in baggies. It's really funny.
And she like puts it on the stairs.
Yeah.
Like a prize.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys later. Sorry for the short show, but we started late, so it's past my bedtime officially, and I'm going to bed. And he's got to get his homework done in 55 minutes now. It's got to be turned in by.
I just have my conclusion.
So, anyways, thanks for hanging in there, guys. And if I don't see you this weekend, I'll see you next. Bye.